Well, hi Aquarius! Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It is time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started. Let's find out what is it that you need to be aware of coming up in your lives. And any advice is always welcome. For Aquarius, please. For Aquarius. A lot of cards. Let's see what we got. For our Aquarius. Wow. The way these are lining up. Oh, the High Priestess surrounds your entire reading. That is the card of intuition and knowing. Got cards left, for sure, for the second part of this reading. Exactly enough for the second part of the reading. So, Aquarius, the overall energy here of your reading is the High Priestess. This is the card for intuition and knowing. This is the card that says pull back that pomegranate curtain and pay attention to what you're telling yourself. Pay attention to what your gut is saying. Okay? Listen to red flags. Listen to green flags. So, trust and believe in yourself. Your intuitions are running very strong. Now, let's read. Your highest energy is the Knight of Wands. Has there been somebody in your life running in and out, very ungrounded, very unstable, flighty? Well, your intuition is probably telling you that. It's probably saying, hey, you know, I got this person in my life. They're running in and out of my life. But you know what? And I see more in this reading. I feel like you're being enlightened. Okay. For one thing is it's dawning on you, okay? I don't think at first you really kind of realized what kind of energy that was in your life. But now it's coming to you, and I don't think you're ignoring your thoughts anymore. I think that you're really paying attention to what you see you believe. So there is this energy, and it is running in and out of your life, male or female. All cards are male or female, but you know, right next to this Knight of Wands and above the High Priestess is the Ace of Pentacles. Now, this is an offer. You've been waiting for an offer from that Knight of Wands. But your intuition is saying, now, wait a minute. Why am I waiting for an offer from the Knight of Wands when their energy is not grounded at all? How can I expect them to offer me commitment, security, and stability when they don't even have it themselves, right? So if this is your reading, it's starting to make sense to you. This is a general reading. If this reading does not resonate with you, I would check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional self, or get a private reading from somebody that you trust. On the other side of this Ace of Pentacles is the Fool. This is more the energy that you've been living in. The Fool. This is like bouncing along with your head in the clouds, living every day, moment by moment. It's very carefree. It's like throwing caution to the wind, and it's joyful. But the thing is with the Fool is it never lasts. You find yourself coming to the edge of the cliff, and you end up looking forward, like towards commitment, towards groundedness. And usually the other person does not look that direction at the same time. So that's why it's called the Fool, because you're enjoying yourself without really realizing that you are coming to an edge of a cliff, and you are going to start making parts of your life more important than you were in just living in the Fool's energy, being all carefree. Well, let's keep reading. And I have the Hangman right under the Knight of Wands and next to the High Priestess. This is the card for enlightenment. See, the head is all lit up. But this is about not going anywhere either. It's sort of like a bat hanging there, just hanging there, not going anywhere. But at the same time, you're being enlightened about a few things. And one thing is listen to your intuitions, and the other thing is about this in and out of your life energy. So you're really paying attention. You're starting to understand what's going on and why this pentacle has not come in. I do, on the other side, this high priestess is the Four of Wands. This is under the Fool's energy. This is a very strong soulmate. There is a very strong connection between the two of you. CD11, there's union between two people here, the Four of Wands. There's joy, there's love, there is celebration. This can be a card of marriage, but how can... it's like, listen to your gut. Your gut is like, you know what you want, you know how you're feeling, you want out of the Fool's energy, and you want to start looking towards commitment and a more grounded relationship, possibly even a marriage. But then again, you're being enlightened about this Fool's energy, and you're like, how can this possibly be? If they can't be grounded, how can they be grounded with someone else? I have the Justice card under the Hanged Man. This is the card for Libra. Libra might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But the Justice card here, this is about self-justice. You're putting your sword up. You're looking for that truth. You're looking for that clarity. It's coming to you. I mean, you're in this energy of the Hanged Man. So you're really not moving forward in this relationship. It's just kind of, you're getting enlightened about this relationship. Your scales are becoming balanced because that Knight of Wands will throw your scales off balance because there's a lot of highs and lows. I mean, it's high when they're there and it's low when they're not, and it's just shaky. So, self-justice here. So you're getting it together. You're paying attention to your intuitions. Please do, because that is the overall energy of this reading. And what you're thinking is, hey, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud for you, is like, I don't know if I want to stay in this energy of the Knight of Wands. I don't know if I want to stay in this energy of the Fool. Because you want something secure and solid and stable. You want to get married someday with the right partner, with lots of love and celebration. And you're being enlightened. I don't think this is the right person for you. And I think if this is your reading, you're going, yeah, you're right. I really am having doubts about this person with it coming to fruition. And you're getting rebalanced and very strong. Self-justice, just really looking out for yourself. But then I have, let's start with the Four of Cups right below the High Priestess and next to the Justice card. This is a card of you thinking, hey, they're coming in again. They're always in and out. So they're coming back. And they're going to make that love offer again. But you're going to be more like, I don't think so. There's a lot of cups out there. I don't have to accept your cup. I just don't see your cup going anywhere. And I think what's going to happen is I think you're going to be done with this relationship. I think you're going to basically say, look, I need more. I need more. It's a kind. It's not mean. It's not, even though the Tower looks very dramatic, it may not be as dramatic as it looks. But this is going to be the destruction of this relationship. I think you're ready to move forward and move on towards more of what you want. Because I think your hopes of this Four of Wands is like your hopes are dashed on that one. The destruction of this hope of living in this Fool's energy is going to turn into something long-lasting, loving and committed. And in this reading, if it's your reading, your intuition is guiding you now. And you're becoming very strong and self-aware of your situation. Now, I'm taking out the second part of this reading because readings usually do kind of go like stories. So I kind of want to see what else it is that we need to know. So Aquarius, I have the Eight of Pentacles next to the Fool. So yeah, it looks like that you're willing to build and focus on commitment, security, stability. I feel like you're just going to put your nose to the grindstone and you're just going to start building your own pentacles again, you know, instead of putting hope in that they're going to offer their pentacle to you too. So you're just going to kind of go back to where you started before this relationship. I do have the Lovers though, and the Lovers is right next to the Eight of Pentacles. Now, your guardian angels and spirit guides are all around you. They are trying to bring you together with someone here. This someone is someone that you already know. They might be trying to bring this person back into your life. This person might be wanting to make changes, but they're not going to make changes until you make changes. I can tell you that right now, looking at this reading. You first have to focus on you and not them, okay? You need to just do what you have to do for you. So the guardian angels and spirit guides are trying to bring you together, a very special person, another strong soulmate card. You might have been lovers in another life. That might be the connection that you have. They're trying to bring you together. But it's next to the Eight of Pentacles, where you just kind of have your nose to the grindstone. You start putting yourself first again. You start thinking about your future. But I feel like in the meantime, they're trying to get things to change in such a manner that, and you don't have any clue. This is like, I'm reading these cards of what I see here, that they are working on bringing you back together. And I'm saying back together because the Three of Cups is right under the Lovers. So on the other side of the Lovers is the Six of Swords. So if they bring them back, let's say you do end up accepting that cup later on, they're not ready yet. They're not ready for anything that you're ready for, okay? So I think some time needs to go by. I think you need to reflect. I think you need to just work on yourself. And in the meantime, they're probably doing the same thing. They're working on themselves. They're doing a lot of reflection. Matter of fact, the Hangman is right under that Knight of Wands. So you are moving forward. You're gathering up swords of truth and clarity as you move along away from rocky waters, and you're moving towards a smoother, calmer, more peaceful place in your life. Takes work pushing that boat with a pole, okay? But you're doing it. Now, I feel like this person, male or female, they're all male or female, that your guardian angels are trying to bring in for you is on the other side of that lake. So there's more work you need to do on yourself to allow this to actually come together for you. Let me keep reading. I have the Nine of Cups under the Eight of Pentacles and next to the Four of Wands. So there you are. You've got a lot of love to offer. You really do. Look at all those cups. All behind you. But your arms across and you're guarding them. You're sitting right in front of those cups. And it's like, you know you have those cups. And nobody's going to take them away from you. But you're just going to hang on to them until you feel like it's the right time. And guess what? The right time is when they do return. When they return, not this time, okay? They're going to try to come back in like they always do. But there's going to be this, I need more conversation from you. And it's like, it kind of like, the relationship kind of breaks apart. And you just, you're going your separate way, working on yourself, moving forward. You're gathering up swords of truth and clarity, getting to a much better place in your life. And they come back in, okay? This is what your guardian angels and spirit guides are trying to get them to do, but they're coming in with cups of love. They're coming in with joy. And this is going to be a happy reunion when they come in. They have a lot of love. It's just that they weren't ready for it before. So next to the Three of Cups here is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is the most passionate card in the whole deck. This is fire. So Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But this is your energy. Excuse me. Right under that Six of Swords. Gathering up all those swords of truth and clarity. You're very passionate. And I think you still have passion for this Knight of Wands. That's all they had was passion, okay? So they're going through some changes here. as you are. But passion can get you into trouble, like that fool's energy. But you're holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. With one hand, you have a sunflower, you have a cat. So wherever you put your love, you put your passions. So if you're in a relationship, you're in all the way. And I feel like they come back and they want a reunion. They want to try again. Something has changed with this person, or your guardian angels and spirit guides would not bring them in yet. So some time goes by. They come back in. I have the Emperor under the Nine of Cups and next to the Tower card. They were so stubborn. Oh gosh. Okay, so this is the card for Aries. Aries might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But the energy here is about being stubborn, being fixed-minded, kind of like sitting on a granite throne, knowing like they've made up their mind. I'm never getting married. I'm never getting in a relationship. I'm never this or that. Okay? And they sit there and they practice that. And that is, they swear they will never change their mind. But they are holding a staff here. And that staff, it's not a staff of fresh starts and new beginning. This is a staff of just staying where they are. But they're sitting on a granite throne, very, very heavy. It's really hard to change their minds. But this being next to the Tower card is why you have this breakup in the relationship after you let them know you need more. They also have a lot of love too, but they won't show it. They won't hand it out. So this Emperor, they're well liked, well respected by others, and they might be a leader in their profession. But I have the Hermit shining the lantern right on the Emperor. So the Hermit, this is very spiritual. It's this time that you spend alone, and it's like you can't get your mind off of them, and you're wondering what's going on as you're working on yourself. But the thing is, the Hermit shining the lantern on the Emperor, and I think they're saying, wait a minute, you're not done with the Emperor yet. You think you are? You're not done with the Emperor yet. So, your path forward is what you're seeking. It's the Emperor. And the Emperor's coming back is right below the Three of Cups. So I have the Five of Wands on the other side, the Hermit, and under the Queen of Wands. Boy, this throws you into a mental tizzy. It's confusing. There's anxiety involved. There's frustration. So you're all over the place in your head when this happens. But the end result here in the center card of the second part of the reading is it turns out to be joyous, even though you kind of fight with these energies of them coming back in, like, are they ready yet, and all this. Yeah, I think that they do decide that they want to hand out these cups they've just been hanging on to. It is a happy reunion. It is confusing for you when they first show up, but the Hermit's here and they're saying, hey, look, you're not done with the Emperor yet. Your guardian angels and spirit guides are up here, and they're saying, hey, look, we're waiting for the right timing to bring them back in. In the meantime, you just work on you. You pick up your swords of truth and clarity. You build your own pentacles, and you hang on to your love until the right person comes along. And the right person, it looks like it's the Emperor, male or female, whoever was in your life, that Knight of Wands, they're changing. They're becoming more grounded. Oh, the Emperor's very grounded. And very confident. See, the Knight of Wands could care less if they're confident or not. They just go for what they want. They just very flighty. I'm taking out an angel card if you haven't been able to tell yet. And this angel card is going to hopefully give us some more answers about, what I either covered or have not been able to cover in this reading. Just take from it what you will. So let's see what your guardian angels and your spirit guides have for you today. This card is called the Four of Action. Let's read it. Your hard work and sincere efforts lead you to a sense of safety, contentment, and financial security. That's exactly what they want you to work on. You deserve to take a break and enjoy the magnificent life you've created. It may be time to celebrate a wonderful event, such as an engagement, a wedding, buying a new home, or the birth of a child. So expect some good things to happen. Some good things are coming into your life. And focus on you, and you will attract in time. This is timing. That Knight of Wands needs to grow up before they come back in a bit. And missing you might be just what they need. So, Aquarius, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.